hypertension. It is heart disease averted. It's a heart disease averted. So with that capability then enable us to bring the quality of health care, world-class quality of health care to that person. In fact, probably better than many, many other places, including developed countries in the world. It allows us to begin to close that gap. So that is the opportunity, and not only opportunity, but imperative. Why this is so important? It is so important because in terms of healthcare cost, if you can avert that case of that person, and now we are moving to a case where society is also aging, so that you are shifting towards moving from a burden of infectious diseases to what these people here call non-communicable diseases. And once you move to non-communicable diseases, the kidney, the heart, the kidneys, all those cancers, the burden of catastrophic expenditures become even heavier. Very, very heavier. So it is very important that we take this action now. And we put everybody in one pool, one insured system, one provision system, because that burden, when that burden happens, and that person needs to go to India and they need 5 million shillings, all of us have to put that money. And that money we are taking out of other economic activity. The disease burden and the financial cost of that disease burden might actually overwhelm us economically. So we are not going to make economic progress until we solve our healthcare financing problem, healthcare financing challenge. That is the message. So people are going to ask lots of questions. Why do we have to pay more for this social health insurance, where we can get social health insurance, private health insurance somewhere else? That is the problem we have had in this country, where we have a small group of people who are able to provide for themselves in that enclave that I talked about of a small privileged economy. You think you have left everybody else behind. You think it is not your problem. But in fact, what it does is that it drags all of us down. It is keeping us down, because you cannot leave behind 55 million people. You cannot have a prosperous economy. You cannot transform this economy and society by having only 2 million or 3 million people in the formal economy, with institutions designed around those people, leaving behind the other 55 million Kenyans. I think that's the message that I hope we can be able to convey to everyone, so that we understand that we cannot leave anyone behind. It is counterproductive. It is defeatist. That is why we look developed, but we are not developed. So thank you very much for listening to me.
Let's give Prof another round of applause. So we will take a short break. There's a photo session outside, and then we come back immediately after that. Asanteni sana.